Hello everybody, how's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to another Almost Too Old for This, the channel where I react to Jesse Cox's Too Old for This channel, where he reacts to content for Gen Z and Gen Alpha, or just the youth. So today, we have, is Gen Z humor peak? Too old for Gen Z humor. I already know this is probably going to be one that we're too old for. Definitely Jesse. Maybe not. Well, we'll see.
All right, we're doing this again, and this time we're doing a follow-up on a previous video, that quiz we took where I was like, what's Gen Alpha? What's Gen Z?
Not that quiz.
And it turns out I know so much more about Gen Alpha than Gen Z. I was like, what the hell is Gen Z into? And then Crendor was like, Us, dude, they watched Us, which my
It's true.
apologies to everyone in Gen Z. I have clearly let you down. Anyway, I figured let's tackle this. Let's look
do
into
it.
what Gen Z
Patreon.com/Crendor, YouTube.com/Crendor Podcast.
is doing, things that they love. Honestly, I had no clue where to start. None.
Perfect.
Thankfully, YouTube has videos on anything, and now everything, really. And so I found TikToks that are the peak of Gen Z humor. Hopefully, this will explain everything to me. The peak of Gen Z humor. Or at least this one person's interpretation of it. So brace yourself.
All right.
I have no idea what we're getting into.
You know, I will say, before we even dive in, there's I'm like prime millennial, and there's plenty of millennial humor that I don't even get, like normie millennial humor. Like some of it's just bad. So, you know, just because people are Zoomers or Gen Alpha, it doesn't mean that every Gen Z or Gen Alpha person is like, this is my humor, right? It's just, we're talking about, I guess, the normie demographic. But again, even then, like, there's plenty of millennial stuff I don't even laugh at. So, no, let's just
This video has 1.5 million views. It's 4 years old, which is probably exactly right for this channel. Let's jump into this.
Guys, look what I found. A single arch McDonald's. A single arch?
What? What do you...
I mean, I don't even think that's, like, humorous. It's just like, oh, yeah, I guess there's a single arch there.
Cool? Damn it. Our single arch McDonald's a thing. Yes, single arch McDonald's exist, but they're very rare relics of the company's early history. These single arches are the original signs of the 1950s and 60s. We still have them in Downey, California, Montrose, Colorado, and Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Okay, next guy. What? His turn to camera. So what, he's Minecrafting? Is that what this is?
Damn, dude.
The kids yearn for the
heck?
mines. That's gonna make a good pickaxe, is what that's gonna make.
All right, that was honestly, the punching one was pretty deep. That's like it's like Vine energy. I feel like Gen Z humor is just like whenever anyone says Vine energy, like Vine, I feel like that was a big thing for Gen Z, right? Like Vine. That's kind of what I've seen. Chicken jockey.
Hey man, can I have some water?
Yeah, it should be in the fridge.
All right, thanks.
You put your syrup in the fridge?
Yeah, I mean, what's the problem?
You want to see what
What? Is that a meme? Is that a joke? Is that a thing I should know? God damn it. It's making me...
I mean, I put my syrup in the fridge. You don't want it to get moldy. I guess it depends. If you're buying the preservative syrups, then you don't put it in the fridge. Then you don't have to. But if you're buying the like all natural stuff, then yeah, you got to put it in the fridge.
Google stuff. You put your syrup in the fridge? Yes, you should put open syrup in the fridge. I can't tell what I'm missing here. I don't know what I'm missing. You know that ancient Sumerian joke? That's something like a dog walks into the bar and then says, "I'll open another," or something, and no one knows why it's supposed to be funny, but everyone's like, in the context, 7,000 years ago, that was probably hilarious. Yeah. This is 4 years ago. I have no context for what that's even about, but it's not funny to us now, but maybe to the ancient Gen Zs 4 years ago, that was hilarious.
That's true, maybe.
We need an anthropologist to get on this.
Causes allergies? Look at that. That's all pollen. Look at all that pollen.
What the heck?
My hands are dusted with pollen and my phone is covered in it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my.
That's like not even humor though. This is again, I feel like part of my problem is when people make these compilations and they just pick things that like Gen Z people would watch, but like that's not really humorous. That's just like some guy, I guess it could be humorous, like he got pollen all over and he's having an allergic reaction. Ho, that's funny. Right? Like maybe that's the funny part, but like I think it's cool he's showing the pollen. But like the humor part, maybe that's why I'm too old.
All right, I'm going to make the assumption these are just slice of life TikToks and not actually humor. Because pollen, the concept of pollen is funny, not when you have allergies, bitch. It's
Yeah, but
never funny.
they're laughing
Oh my
at him
God.
getting the
Oh my
allergies.
god, drive.
Right.
Drive.
What's happening? What is happening right now?
They're selling drugs in there.
That's
Wouldn't
definitely
it be
Vine
that
energy.
I bought drugs in there. Wouldn't that be a better joke? We gotta go because I got drugs on me.
No, I get this joke. I think it's funny, like they're selling drugs. Like, I gotta get away. It's like you're part of the DARE program. They've taught you your whole life, like, get away from drugs or whatever. And they're just like, drugs, but it's a pharmacy. So that's the joke. I think that one was all right.
That is a huge plane.
Okay, that's funny. Expectations
That was a good
completely
one.
went left.
Yeah,
on
that was
That's
solid.
Good.
I
That's
like
good.
that.
Now that's a good joke.
Yep.
Did you just break our pussy? Did you just break our pussy?
What? Okay, I mean, this is just made better by the duet.
Yep.
I don't know about y'all.
But this ship.
Yo, look at these clouds.
Yep.
This might be a too old for this before too old for this. Some of these I'm like, all right. And I want to be like, well, in my generation we did this and we had this goof and this goof. Sure. That's true. But also, some of these are just stupid.
I mean, we had plenty of stupid stuff. I remember the, like, I can has cheeseburger stuff, right? Or, like, the, you know, like, nerdy thing, or, like, the elite speak. I mean, there's plenty of stupid stuff we had that people probably look on and be like, that's stupid, right? Like, I think everybody has their own stupid category of humor. It's just there's a wide variety of stupid.
Oh, these clouds are so pretty. Look at the clouds. You gotta get a little closer. Yeah, let me just get a ladder.
All right, see, that was good. That's funny. Me?
I mean, I think I was expecting more of like the plain moon guy in that one. That was just more like a witty comeback. Like, all right, that's funny, but maybe I'm just cynical there. Okay, keep
Eating
going.
some toddler's fruit snacks after hooking up with his 22-year-old mother?
This is delightful.
What?
This is peak Gen Z humor.
The gas station, gonna fill up my Camry. I don't really know how I'm gonna get this in the tank.
Moving on.
Damn, you fine as hell. Hey, yo, think I can get your nut?
Are you serious, my brother?
Damn. That Gen Z problem of watching out for cops. I didn't intend to try to roast this video so thoroughly, but
Hey, boy, you a fool, boy. Hey, show how it work, huh? Show how it work. Show how it work, huh?
I have big boobs.
All right, what a pause. I was gonna say, I think the last one I found funny just from the person laughing. There's plenty of things where like I've seen a TikTok and like something that isn't even funny about it makes it funny. Like somebody's phone goes off and it's weird, or like just the person laughing is like, wah! And they have like a weird laugh, or you know, that tends to be funnier to me, I think, than the actual content of the TikTok or whatever it is.
But my sister has no boobs, and she has a big butt. And I have no butt, so we decided to osmosis each other, like give each other what we don't have. So osmosis, and then we turn and.
And you are going south.
These suck. These aren't funny at all. These are, I mean, like, okay, sure.
And you are going southbound. Are you running from the cops?
You think your shit's bad, bro? My boy ended up in jail.
Okay, see, that's funny.
This is a 2-in-1 impression of people socializing right after the pandemic and men right after the Me Too movement.
Do we hug? I never know anymore.
Hey,
All right.
What you doing when you get off work? Going home. What are you gonna do at your home? I'll be having a beer. How many? Enough to make me happy.
That's not funny. That's life, man.
Yeah. But you know what? Sometimes life is funny. That's what a lot of us are just laughing at life. You know, that's a way to cope and get through it. You know, sometimes you got to laugh at the pain and the sadness to make it through. So, I mean, I get that. And that can be funny, right?
Wait. Hey, this is a cane on your head.
Now that's why I don't use Windows.
This is like a shittier version of Vine. On Vine, you had to like really land the joke in 10 seconds. This is, it can go on and on.
See, I thought that one was pretty good because he's just like constantly laughing at the joke, being like he knows that it's not funny. He's just doing the thing. But then it went on a little too long. Sometimes I think it'll hit a point where I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. And then it goes on too long and I'm like, all right, we can cut it off now.
And on in a way that is not funny. And if anything, you're just like, oh, okay.
And I'd also say a lot of times that humor is subjective, right? There's plenty of people who love slapstick and people that hate slapstick. There's people that laugh at, you know, like I like things like Tim and Eric. There's plenty of people that think Tim and Eric's just dumb, right? Like it's all subjective. There's plenty of things Jesse's going to find and laugh at that I'm going to be like, that's dumb. And I think that's part of it. Granted, some of these are pretty dumb.
I don't want to start shit with Gen Z, but this sucks. This isn't funny at all.
A chick spill a secret I bet you didn't know. Our kitchen sends the food to the window using a conveyor belt to make things move faster.
That's an informative video, not a humorous one.
Again, this is like reminding me of the quiz. Like, I feel like the actual video just sucks. They're just finding Gen Z humor stuff that isn't actually humorous. They're just like throwing a video together and saying like, it's funny stuff, but really this falls on the video creator. The same with the BuzzFeed quizzes and all this. Like, we can make good quizzes. We can make good humor videos, right? Like, at least something where you could say, I don't find this funny, but I see how someone else finds this funny. Like, what's funny about a Chick-fil-A conveyor belt? Nothing. It's just, if anything, you're kind of learning something and being like, oh, I guess that's kind of cool that that's a thing at some locations. Like, what's funny about that?
Is that part of Gen Z humor? I'm gonna find a different video. This sucks.
Yeah, get a different video. Get a different video.
This is lame as shit. This sucks. Gen Z humor now versus then. Let me see if I can understand with the Gen Z humor.
Bro, our generation is over.
What do you mean, fellow 18-year-old?
Everyone's eating Tide Pods.
Bro, we are so dumb.
Tide Pods.
Tide Pods?
Tide Pods.
Tide Pod.
How's the job hunt going?
You know.
I need your half of the rent by Monday.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you've been late every month, and it's not on me to carry the weight.
Yep.
Ligma.
What is that? What do you mean by that phrase?
Ligma balls.
Bro. Stop! I said I'll pay you. That's what I said.
You say that, and then you stream for 5 hours a day.
I'm building my community.
What community, bro? I'm your community. You don't have fans. You don't even have OnlyFans.
This meme is so accurate.
No lies were spoken.
Dude, I can't wait to be roommates.
The world is ours.
Best friends forever?
Forever and ever.
You've been the worst influence in my life, consistently. I regret the day I ever met you.
You're gonna regret saying that to me.
Do you remember Ligma?
Of course I remember Ligma. What does that have to do with anything?
Ligma balls.
Yeah.
Lick my balls.
I've been sleeping with your girlfriend.
All right, I thought that was pretty funny. I think I'm also appreciating the fact that they're showing the dichotomy of younger versus older humor, right? Like that, like I said, there's plenty of things when I was like 18, 19, 20, whatever, I thought it was really funny. I'll go back in my YouTube likes from back then and be like, dude, let's watch some stuff from back then. And I'm like, I like this, right? And then you kind of get older and your humor changes, your personality, your style, like you kind of you change. Like everybody changes. So I think it's funny to have that dichotomy there of like, oh yeah, we're just doing all these like goofy internet meme things and stuff, and now it's just like the seriousness of real life. But he throws a little bit back in there, and then you get the diversion again, the expectation. I like that. That was fun.
Funny, right?
Yeah, it was a good video.
Our generation, man, our humor is different.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean?
Our comedy is light years ahead. We're a generation raised on the internet. Our humor is both based in logic and not logic.
Yeah, it does seem like there's a lot more absurdism now. Lots of non sequiturs.
Our comedy isn't even funny or anti-funny. It is postmodern, a post-ironic, pseudo-hilarious, decentralized market of references, in-jokes, and meta-ironic memes. It's like if Cars 2 met Shrek and had a baby.
That doesn't sound very weird, actually.
I mean, think about comedy of the past, old guys with long white beards, walking sticks, feeding pigeons on a park bench.
What?
Now, man, we've transcended post-ironic, funny modern pastiche past meta-ironic shitposts to the realm of pure...
It feels too real. It feels like, yeah. No,
That's the funny part. I feel like a lot of things are just... When some things are too real, that can be funny. I don't know. Like maybe that's my style of humor, is just like... what he's talking about, like when it's too real to a point and it's like over dramatized realizations.
This is exactly
correct. I think
correct.
that's funny.
What makes Gen Z humor so interesting? Meta irony plus absurdity and nihilism? This one says Gen Z humor is broken.
Hey kids. You are not good enough for my daughter, and I don't want you around her. End of story.
So why don't you give me one more? It's scientifically proven that your brain won't let you stub your own toe. See?
How I love this pretty bed. Now I'll rest my weary head. Good night.
All right, like those.
Yeah, it's like the
I
absurdism.
didn't think those were funny.
Like I get it. I guess I just don't. Did we do this?
I think the absurdism I don't really get. If it's not related to some sort of like realism, like I can see the absurdism tied into realism, but when it's like just absurd, it falls close to slapstick humor, right? Like to me, that's all that is. Which like there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I don't get it.
Hold on, YouTubers, right now, you at home who I don't know are watching this for some reason and have a YouTube channel. Did we do this? Is this YouTube humor? Is this what happens when you watch like Markiplier? Did we do this? I didn't do this. I'm too old. Can't put the blame on my ass. Gen Z.
That's true.
What is going on with you? All right, comments down below. I need recs. I need recommendations of Gen Z things. This is a rabbit hole I need to go down because honestly, I think there were a few that were universally funny, but most of it I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is it one of those like, it's not for you, man? It's like 6'7" with the alpha kids, and they're like, hey, 6'7". Who knows what Gen Beta, which by the way, next year, January 1st, that's the new generation. Shout out to those kids. Gen Beta? Gen Z about to just destroy them. Look at these beta kids. You know what's going to happen. Yikes.
It'll definitely happen.
Well,
but then they'll get called
me
unks.
know.
And then, well, actually, no, they wouldn't get called that because there'd be something new that they're going to get called. Listen, I think I would actually love to watch some sort of like breakdown of the history of humor in terms of like popularity, right? Because obviously like the 60s had their humor, the 70s, they like go through each generation and see like what the prominent type of humor was and how it evolved and why it was that way. I think that'd be really interesting. I would actually love to watch something like that or react to it, but I'd watch that on my own time just to see. But I don't know, I found some of the stuff funny, but not a lot of it. But granted, I think some of those videos didn't pick very good examples. So overall, I would say I would say I'm almost too old for it. There's some, I think I do get some Gen Z humor. I think, you know, like especially that video where the guy was talking that I was going into. Like, I think that was pretty funny. There's like a couple Vine style things I found funny. So, but I mean, a lot of the normie humor is just whatever. But I think that just goes for anything. Like I said, there's plenty of millennial normie humor I don't find funny at all either. So, either way, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Okay. See ya.